Hello, iBond fans. So our record high annualized 9.62% iBond rate is coming to an end very, very soon. That's why in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how you can at least 10.5 times your iBond returns as a family of 4 before the end of October deadline for the 9.62% rate. And if you're single, no worries. I've thought of you as well. Single super savers can still 3.5 times their iBond returns at a minimum. Remember that currently the annual purchase limit for iBonds is $10,000 per person or entity. An entity, as defined by Treasury Direct, includes any of these businesses or organizations, as well as an estate or trust. So let's start with our make-believe family of 4. Dad's name is Jack, mom's name is Jill, and they have 2 children together under age 18. Jack could buy $10,000 of iBonds for himself. Jill could buy $10,000 of iBonds for herself. Jack could gift Jill $10,000 of iBonds, and Jill could gift Jack $10,000 of iBonds. That's already $40,000 of 9.62 iBonds for Jack and Jill. Be sure to check out this iBond Gifting 101 video here if you're new to this topic and you were lucky enough to miss the gifting glitch drama this month after Treasury Direct updated its website. A glitch that now appears to be fixed, by the way. Now, for those of you who are thinking of gifting more than $10,000 of iBonds to your loved ones, make sure you watch this follow-up video first on gifting caveats, restrictions, and limitations. And while we're on the topic of gifting iBonds, I wanted to talk briefly about this new warning screen that many of us are seeing when we try to purchase iBonds, either for ourselves or for others as gifts, because it's concerned quite a few super savers in the community who are trying to squeeze in some extra gifts before the end of October deadline. Everything on this warning screen is accurate if you're buying for yourself, as stated in the Electronic Code of Federal Regulations governing savings bonds. The principal amount of book entry savings bonds that you may acquire in any calendar year is limited to $10,000 for Series EE savings bonds and $10,000 for Series I savings bonds. Any purchase in excess of $10,000 is in violation of the regulation. Nothing on this screen mentions anything about gifting. Nonetheless, I dove a bit deeper into the revamped Treasury Direct website for all of you to allay some of your concerns, and I found what I was looking for. Treasury Direct mentions specifically on their new website in at least 2 separate areas that the $10,000 annual iBond limit does not apply to the purchaser when gifting. Rather, it's applied to the recipient's annual purchase limit the year that it's delivered. Area 1 on the website. If we go to this Buy Savings Bonds page and scroll down to the Buying Electronic EE or I Savings Bond section, it states explicitly, in any one calendar year, you may buy up to $10,000 in Series EE electronic savings bonds and up to $10,000 in Series I electronic savings bonds for yourself as owner of the bonds. That is in addition to the amount you can spend on buying savings bonds for a child or as gifts. Area 2 on the website, where it states this clearly, is under User Guide 137, the Learn More About Purchase Limitations section. You may purchase up to $10,000 each of electronic EE and I savings bonds per person, individual or entity, each calendar year. The purchase amount of the savings bonds you transfer, deliver as gifts, or de-link to another Treasury Direct account holder is applied to the recipient's annual purchase limitation for the year the transaction occurs. So in a nutshell, don't let the scary warning screen frighten you off from gifting 9.62% iBonds to someone you care about right now. We all need any help we can get at the moment to inflation-proof our cash savings. So back to Jack and Jill, their two wonderful children, and how they could 10.5 times their I-bond returns. So far, Jack and Jill are at $40,000 of I-bonds. Jack could buy another $10,000 of I-bonds via his own trust. And Jill could buy another $10,000 of I-bonds via her own trust. And if they have a joint trust, they could use this joint trust to purchase an additional $10,000 of I-bonds. Based on my conversations earlier this year with Treasury Direct, what's important to remember here is that each trust needs to be set up with a different purpose in mind. So now we're at $70,000 of I-bonds for Jack and Jill. If Jack and Jill own a business, they can buy another $10,000 of I-bonds via their business entity. And because I know that some of you will ask and others of you may have heard otherwise, please note that gifting can only be done between individuals, not businesses, trusts, and estates. And last but definitely not least, Jack and Jill could buy $10,000 of I-bonds for each of their two minor children, plus another $5,000 via their joint tax refund, assuming they receive a tax refund of at least $5,000. Keep in mind, though, that when you purchase I-bonds via your tax refund, you don't have control over the I-bond rate you're getting. You basically get whatever the prevailing I-bond rate is when the IRS processes your tax refund. And there you have it, super savers. That's how Jack and Jill could potentially 10.5 times their I-bond returns. And how you could too if you have the cash savings and you and your partner are in a similar situation to Jack and Jill's. Now, if you have more than one business, more than two children, or grandparents and or other relatives generous enough to gift you or your children I-bonds, then this 10.5 times number is just the beginning of your amazing inflation protection journey. And if you're single, no need to despair. You could still 3.5 times your I-bond returns by buying $10,000 for yourself, buying $10,000 via your trust, buying $10,000 via your business, and buying another $5,000 via your tax refund. Again, assuming you receive a tax refund of at least $5,000. And again as well, if you have loved ones in your life who feel you deserve to be gifted 9.62% I-bonds, then this 3.5 times number is also just the beginning of your amazing inflation protection journey. One final note, and I can't repeat this often enough, don't wait until October 31st, 2022 to purchase your I-bonds if you want to grab the current rate. Purchase orders are typically processed the next business day. So if you wait until the very last day of the month to put your buy order in, your order won't be processed until November 1st, meaning you'll have missed out on the current annualized rate of 9.62%. With all the glitches that have been happening on the Treasury Direct website, my recommendation would be to put your order in sooner rather than later if possible. All right, I-bonders, check out this playlist here if you're interested in maximizing your I-bond strategy and buying I-bonds for your children, trust, or business before the 9.62 rate comes to an end this month. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget that thumbs up and see you again soon with another exciting wealth building video.